Chances are, if you've played Mortal Kombat, you know who this guy is. Yep, that's Ermac. For those of you who aren't up on Mortal Kombat, I'll tell you all about him. He first appeared in Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 as the stock Red Ninja character. The series had become somewhat known for palette-swapped characters, with Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Reptile, Noob Saibot, and Smoke already. And Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 added two more, Ermac and Rain. Ermac even appeared in the second Mortal Kombat movie as sort of a thrown-in character. Then again, that's most of the characters in that movie. And he was in the Mortal Kombat cartoon. He next appeared in Mortal Kombat Deception, where he gained a more unique look, just like all the other previously stock ninja characters had, and he was in Armageddon, just like every other damn character in the series. So what makes him so special and the subject of an urban legend of video gaming? Well, like Akuma and Gouken from Street Fighter, he was created due to a hoax perpetrated in a magazine. Only with the whole Shenlong saga, EGM was playing a trick on the readers, but with Ermac, it was a reader who was playing a trick on the magazine. The rumors of Ermac first appeared when someone took a look at the debug menu for the arcade version of Mortal Kombat, which showed various audits and stats for the game. One of these stats was Ermac's. At the time, no one knew what that was. It was rumored that Ermac was a secret hidden character in the game that you could battle, and this was fortified by the fact that in the audits, Ermac appears right under Reptile battles, leading people to believe that you could somehow fight an Ermac in the same way that you could fight Reptile, by discovering a hidden secret in the game. This is where EGM comes in. A reader by the name of Tony Casey claimed to have found Ermac in the original Mortal Kombat, and provided a snapshot, apologizing for the poor quality because it was hastily taken in a poorly lit arcade. The player claims he doesn't know how it happened, but he was suddenly challenged by a red ninja named Ermac, who kicked his ass, and nothing he's done has been able to reproduce this incident. At first, Midway seemed to take the stance that Ermac did not exist, and left messages for players in the game's sequel, Mortal Kombat 2. One of the cryptic messages that would appear was an anagram for Ermac does not exist, and one of the hidden bosses in the game, Jade, would occasionally appear with the message, Ermac who? But since then, it seems their stance has softened, leading people to believe that maybe there really was an Ermac in the first game. Ed Boon, one of the creators of Mortal Kombat, said in an interview, no one has found Ermac in Mortal Kombat 1 yet, which got everyone looking once more. And in his ending in Ultimate Mortal Kombat Trilogy, the game stated that he had been hiding since the first Mortal Kombat, calling the ninja elusive, and stating that he won the tournament to prove his existence. The ending, which is now considered non-canonical, also stated that he would return for Mortal Kombat 4, leading some to assume that the red ninja character Reiko from Mortal Kombat 4, who was a pretty mysterious character in his own, was actually Ermac, though that's a whole nother story. The methods for supposedly reaching Ermac in the original Mortal Kombat are wide and varied, with some stating that it has to be not only on the arcade version, but certain elusive versions of it, with others stating that it works on the Sega Genesis version. One example of an Ermac code is that you have to be fighting on the level with the statues, and you must get a double flawless victory using only punches, and perform a fatality while standing in front of your own character statue. Another example was that there was just an astronomically small chance that Scorpion would randomly appear red rather than yellow. Some claim that Ermac stands for Error Macro, and that the character represented a glitch in the game. That when the player is challenged by Reptile, a glitch in the game would cause Reptile to be displayed as red rather than green, and the name Ermac would be displayed as an indication that an error had occurred within the game. That particular explanation is so widespread I even found it on Wikipedia. Well, it's truth time, ladies and gentlemen. The fact is, Ermac not only never existed as a character in the original Mortal Kombat, but that Midway was having their way with your brains, purposefully inserting things into the audit menu to foster rumors and increase the popularity of the game. After all, the Shenlong rumor, started by an April Fool's joke in EGM, greatly increased the popularity of Street Fighter II. So surely people would continue to play Mortal Kombat much longer than they normally would if they thought they might see a hidden character or a number of other things that didn't exist. So let's pick this apart. Starting at the beginning. First, there are no character sprites for Ermac in the game's ROM, nor does his name appear in the game in any form. For example, there's no life bar for him or an Ermac wins graphic. The audit menu itself includes Ermacs as a value, but it also contains other values such as Kano transformations, Johnny Cage transformations, and Shawn attacks. These were all put in by programmers as a way to create rumors, with only Ermac and the Kano transformation really getting talked about. But what about the screenshot in EGM? Well, the submitter passes off its poor quality as due to bad lighting and a hastily taken snapshot, but the overexposed color of it are a dead giveaway. Ermac's supposedly red costume is the exact same shade as the flags in the background of the stage. If you're familiar with the stage, the flags are not red at all, but they're yellow. So basically, what you're looking at is a color-shifted picture of Scorpion with the Ermac wins faked onto it. Of course, I can't prove that the supposed Tony Casey was really a Midway employee, but I tend to think that might be the case. Lastly, what about Ed Boon saying that no one had found Ermac in Mortal Kombat 1 yet? He's messing with you. No one has found Ermac because you can't find him because he didn't exist as a character until Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. One last thing though, although I feel that this has now been thoroughly and fully debunked, if you're sorely disappointed and you really want to see Ermac in Mortal Kombat 1, emulation is the cure for your disease, as a fan-made hack of the game, which can be played in a MAME emulator, adds the Red Ninja into the game.